Hello, my name is Fra Fee and I am playing Owen in Brian Friel's translations at the National Theatre. Okay, so part of my pre-show ritual is I have these tattoos, which unfortunately are already covered up from last night, but they're a little bit sort of cracked and chalky. So I'll be covering them up with this makeup here, which usually takes, I don't know, about 20 minutes, which I quite like to use for a bit of just meditative self-relaxing time before the play starts. It's sort of like colouring in a nice colouring in book. It's very relaxing. So this is my very, very beautiful costume for Owen. In the first half of the play, he's sort of wearing this gorgeous waistcoat that has been specifically tailored for me, I'm thrilled to say. And in the second half of the play, when it's a very, very rainy day, and it's sort of more of a feeling of a really sort of oppressive atmosphere and things start to get a bit more serious, he's wearing this lovely sort of green, cozy jumper. Yeah. And these just look like my normal jeans, which is wonderful. The best thing about this dressing room is that you get a bed, which is wonderful for 2 show days when you're feeling particularly knackered and require just a little bit of a rest. So yeah, this is very much welcome addition to the room. What I love about working in this theatre is that all of the dressing rooms face into one another. So there's obviously lots of companies working at the same time and lots of different shows going on. But there is a real sense of we're here under this one roof to create art together. And on opening night, there's a wonderful tradition. At the beginner's call, all of the other cast members and company members in their dressing room will bang these windows really, really loud as a sort of gesture of good luck for opening night for that particular play. Something that we discovered in the rehearsal room was actually a really wonderful quote from one of Brian Friel's previous plays that he wrote before translations called Making History. And it's sort of, I've sort of found it to be like my own character's personal manifesto, so I've been reciting this before I go on stage. So as well as my sort of manifesto from Making History, which I recite, I do always sort of refer to the text of the play as well. Not in so much for the reasons of just reminding myself of the lines, because I should really know them at this stage. But it's just good to be reminded of the specificity and the detail that these lines are written with, and the punctuation and the specific pauses and everything. And so I'll do like the odd monologue just to really tune myself with the character before going out there. Owen has been away from the village of Ballybeog, where this is set in County Donegal, for 6 years, and he's gone to Dublin, to the big city, and considers himself a young man of the future and of modern times, because Ballybeog, in his opinion, is threatened with a version of extinction, with its older language that is dying out. And he is part of a movement in sort of anglicising the place names, much to the dismay and horror of his local community. And of course, he doesn't realise the repercussions of this sort of seemingly menial action until the play really progresses. But it's just good to like tap into various parts of the play before going on, and then meeting your fellow players on stage.